Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bad GAC. In this episode, we have the finale of this week's Kyber 3 matchups. If you've watched the last two, we actually won both of those, so we're on a 2-0 streak going into the last one, battling for the number one spot of the week. And in this matchup, I'm going up against Huck Knifen. And let's take a look at what this guy has on his roster. He is from the Pestilence Guild. 9.2 million galactic power, and he has five galactic legends. So he has JML, JMK, Lord Vader, Jabba the Hutt, and C. So this is one that I'm like pretty heavily outmatched with basically three GLs, one without the ultimate, and Jabba, 6.4 million GP. But anyway, let's see. Now with Jabba, it's I might have a chance, but let's see how this plays out in the battle. So, you know, for ships, the guy also has Executor and Profundity both at 7 stars. So, fleets probably aren't going to hold. And if you look at the banners already, so he has 669. So he cleared my top zone, which I have pretty bad teams. He took out already my Executor, which was really the only thing I was hoping would hold on defense on fleet. I forgot to actually update my defenses after the last round. I didn't do any scouting, so kind of is what it is. Um, so I know that I really, to have any chance here, I need to clear two zones. To have any chance, at this point, hoping the guy is done. But with the other two fleets I have left, most likely he's just waiting on me to do some battles, and then he'll come back and clean up the fleet. So let's see how it goes. Trying to decide what I go for. Yeah, what I go for here. So this is what Lord Vader with Maul on defense. Again, his top zone, he had Jabba sitting up there, and I didn't really think I had anything that could take Jabba. Probably the CLS with the Chupio Datacron seems like it works pretty good, but I have never tried that. So I was going to. We had Jabba and I don't think he had JMK, so it was really just Jabba up top. We'll look at it in a second. So we'll try the bottom, which has again Lord Vader. It has Malgus is down there, I think. I think SLKR was down there, if I recall. So anyway, let's. I've never done this either. So JML, JKL, JKR, Hoda, and Watt, basically to put some tank tech on JML, so he just taunts here. And I mean, the key, I think, usually instead of JKR in this composition for the team, people take Shakti just for the extra cleanse. I was actually look. That's why it took me so long to battle. I was like, "Where's my Shakti?" But I realized I put her on defense with JMK. I think I was running JMK, Cat, Padme, Shakti, and Kenobi, GK, I guess. So anyway, I just threw JKR in there. At least he has one ability that can cleanse everybody. It lets me pass the turn. It lets me go around taunt if I need. Um, so the whole goal here was just to make sure I try to keep off the dots, cleanse when needed. And watching a few videos on Grand Arena Science, like it looked like this works pretty good. I mean, just trying to get use the ultimate special with Hoda, so he can do the percent health damage, calling Luke to assist, whenever you can. But basically, the goal here is like get out Royal Guard as fast as I can, then um, you know take out Maul because he's the next biggest threat, and then Lord Vader, sorry, and then Darth Vader, and then go from there. Again, never tried this one before. It seems to be working pretty good. Everybody's at full health, almost full protection, and we already got Royal Guard out there. See, that hurts on the on all the dots ability blocked here. But I think if I just survive and I can get some cleanses, then I can heal back a bit with Hermit Yoda. So this was the point where it was good to have Jedi Knight Revan because I could basically mark Maul and get him taken out. to get around the mark from Piet on Lord Vader, and then just go after Darth Vader. And once that's done, it was pretty easy from there. It's just really trying to call JKL as much as I can to assist to really do the damage. Passing the turn to him. Again, calling this special for Hermit Yoda. By this time, it doesn't really matter too much on Jedi Master Luke's ultimate, but um, yeah, I mean, this was a pretty easy battle. So it's good to know that it looks like the last few matches using Jedi Master Luke, probably either against Lord Vader or Jedi Master Kenobi is what I'll use him for in the future. At least for the next few months, while I have the Chupio Datacron who can, take out SLKR, I guess can take out Jabba. Let's see if we can find another matchup to try that out on, maybe in the next round. Even though it's 3v3, I'll have to see. I think that Chupio Datacron on defense with CLS and 3PO is going to be pretty deadly. So I think my defense now, especially with Jabba there in 3v3, is going to be tough. But we'll see. Kyber 3 is pretty tough to stick with. But there we go. Lord Vader is out. Now we have Malgus, which, if you've watched some previous videos, you saw me fail miserably using Jedi Master Luke. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm just going to go straight here with Star Killer team. I also learned that, once I get down to basically just Malgus, then basics are the way to go. Obviously, if my Palpatine can survive here long enough, then a lot more basics are going to be thrown out there because every time um, Palpatine does a basic, Star Killer is going to assist. And every time Mara Jade does a basic, Palpatine's going to assist, which then in turn is going to have Star Killer assist. So again, here the strategy of the Star Killer team, which again doesn't have the best setup with Old Ben and JTR there. Old Ben's fine. I think JTR is kind of worthless on this team, but the whole point is just to get a bunch of turns, so I can get to the move from Star Killer that pulls down the Star Destroyer, which will usually take out three, ideally four of the characters, depending on how weak Malik is at the time. Usually he'll still be there, but yeah, as long as I can get it to take out Darth Revan and Bastila and then the Marauder, I mean that's ideal. Then I'm really just concerned about the life drain from Malik. And then if I can do enough damage on Malgus to actually take him out. But we should get the special here in a second on the next turn, I think. There we go. So Malik should actually die. He's pretty low. And well, we only took out Malik, but the rest are in red or yellow. So clean up these guys. And then, again, like I said, where I failed, I think in the first round was trying to just keep using special abilities on Malgus once I got down to this. And so luckily here, again, Palpatine is alive. So I'm just going to basic over and over and over. And it's going to, take a few seconds, but no real danger because Malik just doesn't do damage. He just is really beefy and tough to kill. So first two teams I've taken, not full banners, but again, I don't think I've had in the last like 4 or 5 months a battle ever come down to efficiency on banners. It's really like who can clear the most zones or really kill the most teams. I guess one a couple rounds ago where yeah, I just finished off a cleanup team. I won by like 20 banners. That was probably the closest. So we have Star Killer. Grievous works pretty good here, especially because I have kind of a low gear B2 and a low gear Newt. So they're going to die off, and then Grievous is just going to get a bunch of turns with his AoE and take out pretty people pretty fast. So again, my goal was let's try to get Mara Jade out first, then probably try to take out Palpatine, then Star Killer, and from there it's pretty simple. But anyway, these guys are going to die off. But I made this comment in the last video, like I don't know why people keep putting Grievous on defense. He's really good on offense. He can counter a lot of different teams. CLS is a team that I'll use him to counter with. Clearly Star Killer, he counters pretty well. I mean, this is like close, but in the end, I'm gonna get a couple turns here, and can't remember if I win it on the first one or if I have to clean up. But in the end, it's even if I have to come in here to clean up Star Killer, should be pretty easy to do. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do a cleanup. But like I said, I don't think this matchup is coming down to um, banner efficiency really. Really, it was I need to clear definitely two zones. If that guy goes back and finishes off the fleets, then I'm in trouble because I think he actually took out one of the teams in my bottom zone, one or two teams, and then failed on some others. So I just won't be able to have anything left for that top zone with Java in it. But we'll see. So cleanup, maybe this was a bit of overkill, but we'll just get a contract real fast here, and then we'll just yeah, zap Star Killer right out of there next. I do need to relic up my Mando a bit higher. I think he's at just R0, so that doesn't do me any good in a lot of battles, but he doesn't survive long enough. And then gas, again, we take in CLS because we didn't have, anything else needed for CLS here. And with this Chupio Datacron, I mean, gas is pretty easy to counter anyway with CLS, but with the Chupio Datacron, again, you saw the last time it was really fast, even if you accidentally, get the 5 sacrifice to activate, but hopefully that doesn't happen here. I don't think it does. So we'll just go after 5s to take off his protection, make gas sit down pretty quick here, and then it should be pretty easy cleanup. The offense just like ramps up so high, and yeah, down they go. This should take them out, and then pretty easy cleanup here of gas. No real danger and full banner. So um, what I really have a hard time with is when people are setting teams that I need like multiple teams that I need CLS to clear on defense. So then, I really wish I had 2 or 3 of these CLS teams. It's just so good. Like I've said it before, I think it's the best team in the game. It's definitely the most versatile. So it might not beat. I mean, it can beat obviously Galactic Legends now with different Datacrons. Um, and across all game modes, it's useful. So there's not really a single game mode that you can't find use for CLS. So I definitely recommend this team. I farmed it as my first big journey. At the time, I didn't recommend it because it's a pretty inefficient with all the journey guide characters you need. But you know, now with how the gear changes have been, where it's easier to get characters up to gear 12, which you don't need all of them at gear 12 to unlock, Chewbacca or 3PO. That will definitely speed things up, and I may be doing a farming guide here in the next week or so. And I'm trying to think if that's, for the first non-GL big team, CLS is something that I think everybody should go for pretty early, if not, the first journey, because it does require a lot of characters, but he's a super powerful character. He's a super powerful team. In 3v3 for Grand Arena, you'll see when I start doing videos for that, you can break him into 2 different teams that are, basically A tier teams, I would say. Um, you need him for Jedi Knight Luke, who you need for Jedi Master Luke, and you also need for Jabba. So he's a very key character. And when you compare kind of the big journey guide characters at the time, back in the day before GLs was CLS, Gas, and Darth Revan. Sorry, Gas and Malik. And before Chupio, Gas and Malik were definitely a step up. I think with Chupio, it's hands down CLS is the better team. Clearly, it can beat Gas. Depending on how you mod them, they can beat the normal Darth Revan Malik team if you can get Vassal out pretty fast. With Malgus, I don't know, probably not. Maybe with the Datacron, it can beat it, but there's other options for that. Geos, this is you've seen the last couple of videos, really is Vader doing the work here, but just throwing some other Empire tunes to get some speed. But and the pre-taunt from crew just in case, so I don't get ability blocked by the Geos. But anyway, this is pretty easy. I think with the relic levels they had, Vader couldn't finish them off in one turn. But um, the nice thing about this, you have AOE's from Tarkin, you have AOE's from TIE Fighter Pilot, so you definitely want teams that can do AOE's against Geos just to damage their health so they don't equalize. So easy cleanup there. I think we have one team left, Sanastaro. So this one, I don't think I ever went against her before. So I was trying to read through here to understand a bit of her kit because I know she can be good with some of these leftover rebel teams that you have from the JML journey. So I don't, like I said, I don't have her. I have no plan of farming her really anytime in the near future. I think, obviously this is a team that's just a bunch of leftovers that can be maybe decent for the back wall if people are running out of teams to use. Again, since I'm only going for um, two zone clear, I still have a couple teams left I can use, but if I had tried to clear both front zones, both front walls, I probably wouldn't have anything. I don't think you can throw trash teams at this, but anyway, troopers should work. They don't have the same, even though it's rebels, it's not the Adrad rebels. It's not the Mon Mothma one. So this should be pretty easy. My basically Sana's team is driven off of Stormtrooper Han. So when you're attacking, other rebels, he's getting turn meter, he's getting buffs. So my whole goal was to basically like let's just take out Stormtrooper Han first, and then from there it should be pretty easy cleanup. I hope. Again, never tried this team, but let's. All right, there we go. So just focus. Stormtrooper Han, he's gone. Sometimes Leia with her crits can kill me, but pretty easy from there. Like once I took out Stormtrooper Han, the rest of these guys do absolutely nothing. Um, so I'm glad that I worked on the bottom zone to clear the front wall first, and then kind of exposed what was here just to make sure I can clear. So with those two, our banners, we're in the lead. So we're at 885 versus 669 again. If you look in the bottom zone of mine, he attempted my JMK. He killed off, I think, two of the characters um, in JMK. Maybe I'll go look at it in a second. I think he also took out. I had gas there, so I think he took out gas and whatever other the fourth team was I had there. I can't even remember, but he got stuck on JMK. Didn't have anything for Malchus, so I was really, you know, pretty confident that that zone would hold. But again, on the fleets, he did one battle, took out my executor, and then stopped. And I was pretty sure like he just needs to clear that zone, and it's an easy win, right? It's 219 banners, I think, or 210 plus whatever, probably 70 average on the fleets that he's going to clear. So that's going to be easily what 340, 350 or higher, and that will easily put this guy ahead of me. So anyway, I tried Nest here. I mean, Nest can theoretically can beat these Padme teams. Um, without Kenobi, without 3PO, without Kenobi, it's doable. I mean, it's kind of annoying here with Mace, but my Nest is Relic 7. I don't think is modded. It's a high tenacity build. I think it needs definitely more offense to be able to beat these Padme teams, like just with all the recovery they have. So I gave it a shot. I don't have anything at this point to use. So I was just trying to see if I could get any extra banners, but not gonna happen. So um, 885, yeah. Grievous, normally my Wampa is who I use here, but I already used it, so just randomly throwing whatever leftover Jedi, which goes terribly wrong. Here's what I had left on defense. The guy, again, one shot my Executor. I was really hoping the Executor would hold. If that would have held, I think I would have had a chance, but uh, Chimera and my home one not going to do anything. And if we look here, so actually he cleared my job. It took him 2 battles. Didn't attempt Malgus. Cleared obviously the fourth team. I think it was Gas. So it's pretty heavy, like bottom wall. Um, and let's see, the guy had he had Java and what did we Java and Lord Vader on defense. So it means he had Kenobi. He had I think JML and C. So those three Galactic Legends on offense. Again, two-shot Java, so probably was JML and probably C, I think. Um, Huck Knifen, I know I'm going to send you this video because I know I chatted with you. Like, tell me what you, or I can see on the swagger.gg the history, but you can check it below. He actually, we'll take a look at that in a second. And then JMK, he went in here, he took out Baby Ahsoka, he took out GK, and he said he did this like we were messaging back and forth that he tried the JMK mirror. So um, maybe my Datacron was the thing that put me over the top there, but that's impressive that that the mirror held. So anyway, three Galactic Legends I think is what he took on offense, and I'm just going to um, I'm gonna open up the Swagger history because it just got posted before I started recording, so we can look at that, and you can see, and this guy, yeah, by the way, he did go back and clear my fleet. So we started off. I didn't have videos on these, but we had an 0-4 streak to start this season of Kyber 3, and then we had so basically a 0-3 week followed by 2-1 both weeks. So 4-5 overall. Not complaining. Started in Kyber 3, stayed in Kyber 3, so um, can't really complain too much. That's my goal. So let's just look at the history for this last round against Huck Knifen. So um, yeah. So JML, okay, JML he used versus Gas. Fine. Grand Inquisitor, he used against that. He tried. All right, he took C against Jabba. Mm, okay. And looks like he timed out. Again, my Jabba only relic 6 at a time. The rest of my characters only relic 5, so pretty low for what that team needs, and no ultimate. Um, but anyway, so then he took Afra again. So this guy has like all the, again, 5 GLs and then all these other meta teams, Grand Inquisitor, like the full Afra team. Like this is pretty impressive. So I'm happy with going against this guy's roster 9.2 that I managed to keep it close. And again, he stumbling on JMK, I think wasn't something he expected. So yeah, he tried the mirror. He used, Executor mirror. I think that's pretty easy. So Executor mirror. I need to just like take out Ebonhawk. I don't know why I put it there. Yeah, and the rest of my fleets were not going to do anything, so probably need to switch up how I do that. So anyway, it was I would call it a successful last 2 weeks of Grand Arena, even though I'm terrible at this. But to go 2-1 in Kyber 3, I think that's all I can really ask for. I'm happy again. I try to still set some type of defense because I want to minimize the number of battles I need to do. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry, this one went a bit longer than the others, but remember to give me the like on the video. subscribe up there to the channel, and let me know what other type of content, what other type of videos you guys want to see in the comments below. I'll link to the free to play Discord server in the description as well. Like join us over there. Um, you know, any new players, old players, anybody that's free to play, just go ahead and find us over there. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.